Is about breakfast is, and this whole COVID thing is, even though I feel ultimately fine, I can't taste or smell anything. Why don't I make this breakfast otherwise incredibly gross? You know what this orange needs? I think it needs a little sriracha sauce. What do you think? And garlic and strawberry ice cream just sounds amazing. Assalamu alaikum, bonjour, greetings, hola, howdy. How's everybody been, guys? It's been a couple of months, and I guess it's been time for an update for a little bit, but something has happened over the last few days that's kind of, not that I was going to jump right on it anyways, but it nonetheless, no matter what, it's postponed everything I was going to do about an update for a few days. Things have come to fruition a little bit, got some things done, and I said I'd give you an update, but this actually adds a little bit of interest to the whole thing. I have COVID, and I feel fine right now. I feel kind of a little bit off today, but for the last couple of days I felt really fine. The first 36 hours were brutal. Came out of nowhere, and I was just pretty much in bed for 36 hours, and I didn't want to move. I slept. So yeah, here I am. I went and I got tested. It was pretty interesting. I went and got tested, and you drive through this little maze. I really wish I'd have brought the camera at the time, but it's I wasn't thinking about that at the time. And so you drive up, and they take your information. Then you drive, and they give you this little packet. It's got this Q-tip and a little vial in it with a solution in it. You drive up to the next guy. And man, I want to say thank you to those guys who are out there in all that horribly cold, nasty weather, no matter what, standing out there in these parking lots and these makeshift things to make sure that we get tested. And kudos to you. So we go through the motions, and it was a swab test. Basically, I swabbed both cheeks, upper gum, lower gum, under the tongue, on top of the tongue, roof of the mouth. And then you break the Q-tip in half, you put it in that vial, and you shake it up in that little solution, you seal it up in the bag, and you give it back to them, and it's got a little identifying number with it. I'll try to slow down talking. And they said it'd be about 3 days before I get something back. The next morning, I wake up, and there's a text from the health department. And I open it up, and there's a link. It says, click here to get your results. So I clicked it. It asked for my birthday, some other things, and then pulled it up. And then right there under my name in a big red box in white letters said, positive. I went, So I had to make arrangements. And here I am. I'm off in this hotel, and I'm about to have breakfast. The thing is about breakfast is, and this whole COVID thing is, even though I feel ultimately fine, I can't taste or smell anything. I came into this hotel and I saw there was an ashtray on the table upside down. I'm like, okay, this is a smoking room. Doesn't make me any difference, and I got to looking around, and there's cigarette burns here and there, and I'm like, I wonder what this room smells like. Does it smell like an ashtray? Does it smell like someone sits in here and smokes? I have no idea. But also I can't taste anything. So I thought that, you know what, while I'm giving you an otherwise probably a boring update on what's been going on, why don't I make this breakfast otherwise incredibly gross? So while I have my coffee, yes, and it's French press coffee, and even though I can't taste it, I'm still a coffee snob, and I like the effects of caffeine. Who doesn't, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. So I have cottage cheese. I have, as you can see, bananas, oranges. But let's add a little bit of stuff to this, because, I'm thinking maybe, what if in this whole power of suggestion thing that I'm always playing in my head, my imagination, that what if I become immune to the foods that I'm used to eating? So let's, I don't know. I had my son deliver me a cheeseburger last night, and I saved the onions, well, at least some of them. So I'm thinking, why don't we take some of these onions and put them in the cottage cheese? Not fruit. That would be crazy. We'll do that. Put some of that in there. What else can we put? Oh, I have got, I prepared for this because I am that sure that I'm not going to taste any of this. And this I felt was gross enough that there's no way I could ever fake my way through this. Garlic, minced garlic with my onions and my cottage cheese. What kind of ogre concoction is this? I don't know. Gonna be so good, I guess. Wouldn't it be awesome if that was like, turned out to be like the new fad breakfast? It was like amazing, and I'm over here not even been able to taste it. All right, so you saw me, onions, garlic. Nothing. It feels like cottage cheese. That's pretty much it. Cottage cheese. Let's see. So we're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna have a little bit of coffee. Have a bite of banana. So what's been going on in my life? We finally got everything out of my dad's house sold. The estate sale is done. We're moving into the next phase of selling the house. There's a lot going on with that. The rules change because the house is not in probate, so there's 4-way decisions on everything that needs to be done, and things are going to take a lot longer to get done. This house may sell like that, or because it's such a unique house, it may take a little while, and because it does need some work, that may play a factor. And that's so weird that I can't taste that. That's got to be horrible. So where was I? Okay. Where was I? So we're selling the house, and that's going to take a little bit of while. Did that make sense? It's going to take a while. But also, I'll have to say, I want to give a thanks. I've got a few people to thank in this. One, the people who do the COVID testing out in the brutal weather. Check. My sister and my stepsisters for allowing me to have my dad's Harley Davidson in exchange for the work that I've been doing. They did not have to allow that to happen, and I am beyond grateful for that because that bike means the world to me. I love riding it. It feels like a part of me. I wish I could take it to Morocco. That would be like the absolute best thing, but the red tape on that is ridiculous, and I wouldn't mind doing that, except, you know what this orange needs? I think it needs a little sriracha sauce. What do you think? Never had orange and sriracha sauce, but I've been actually thinking about it for some days. Now, I can tell when things are spicy, sweet, bitter, salty, but I don't know what they taste like. So, sriracha sauce and orange. Do you think that's a good combination? I don't know. I got nothing. It's messy like it tastes good, but, you know. And I can feel the spice on that. That was a lot of sriracha sauce. Oh, Terry, you're so dumb. I really don't feel like I've got myself together in this video. This is just, I don't know. I'm trying to share it. We'll cool that down with some cottage cheese and garlic and onion. Oh, I have something else that I could cool this down with too. Some strawberry ice cream. Ooh. Yeah, the hotel freezer probably doesn't work all that great. Trying to make this about the food, really, and a little bit of update. I really wasn't sure how I was going to do this. I knew that I wanted to give you guys an update, and I couldn't think of it. And so another person I want to thank is Gary Sullivan. You know, guys who know Gary Sullivan is. He's the guy from the UK that does the social commentary, comparing the COVID stats and the economic stats and all these different things between the UK and Morocco, and very interesting stuff in my opinion. I really like going over there and just listening to that stuff. He's got that very National Geographic kind of voice going on. It's really cool. But he's got that, and Past Tense of Banana, got a couple of channels like that he does, and you need to go check him out. But anyways, he said, you know what, if you can't taste anything, maybe you should eat a bunch of weird foods. So I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like a pretty good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So just for entertainment value, none of this is necessary, by the way. None of this is necessary. But I wanted to get back in front of the camera. And, you know, garlic and strawberry ice cream just sounds amazing. Am I wrong? Garlic and strawberry ice cream. You let that sink in. Da, 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 da. Can't let my coffee get too cold there. You know, even though I can't taste anything, I'm sure that my stomach is down there going, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm probably going to be throwing this up in about a half hour. But it's so fun. Yeah. Strawberry ice cream and garlic. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough garlic. I'm trying to like really, you know, go with the stronger foods in this and see. No, I got nothing. Strawberry ice cream and minced garlic. That's greatness. Okay. But this is fun, right? Who would have thought that? Yeah. So the bike, the Harley, man, I'll tell you what, that's one of those things that the more you ride it, the more you want to ride it. You just don't want to get off of that thing. It's insane. It's a beautiful machine, and I love it. And thank you again for that. Oh yes, thank you, Gary, for this weird idea to give me something interesting to do in front of the camera. So really, that's like I told you, it's boring. I mean, that's pretty much about it. My travel plans. I've had a lot of people ask me about travel plans. And before I get into that, I want to say thank you to the people who have kept in touch with me, who've been talking to me behind the scenes, if you will. That talk to me on a daily basis, or at least talk to me like once a week or things like that. And no hard feelings to those who don't. Everyone has lives, I get that. But I do want to say, hey, to the people who keep in touch with me, the people that I, you know, talk to, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for calling, checking up on me. Thanks for sending me messages, checking up on me. I know I don't always get back, and there are probably people out there who have sent messages that I haven't gotten back to. And thank you. You guys are awesome. I really, really do appreciate you. But getting back to the travel plans, I'm not sure what's going on yet. Actually, this coming week was something that I was planning on jumping on the bike. I was getting my camping stuff together. I was kind of getting some things ready to go. I was mapping out some places I was going to go. I really wanted to get in some star photography, try out my new lens, and do a bunch of cool things like that. And then we got hit with a double whammy. One, I've got COVID, not going anywhere. And two, we have got some absolute brutal, like, Alaskan winter weather coming through this week. And there's going to be a part of the week where now I'm talking in Fahrenheit here, where it's going to dip down to 0 and single digits, and I think the high is going to be like 12 degrees. Now that's Fahrenheit. I might or might not remember to put that conversion on the screen. If not, it's you know, look it up. It's, you know, everyone has a smartphone these days. So yeah, so everything's postponed again, but I would like to get some road trips in, at least while we're waiting on selling the house, kind of get something going. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. If there's an idea that you guys have that you want to see me do, something, you know, anything kind of interaction, it's time to jump back in this and get back on the saddle. You know, I may be baby stepping into this and doing some not that interesting. I don't know. I do know that, you know, that being in Morocco and doing tagines and things like that really piques the vast majority of my subscriber base, my viewer base, but I'm not there. So let me know what would interest you the most. Also, I want to say, for anybody who may take this and run with it, I'm not making light of COVID. I have a very light case of this. There are a lot of people, as you all know, millions of people have died from this. I know people who have died from this. I've known a lot of people who had it that didn't do so great. I know a lot of people who had it that are pretty much in the same boat that I am. For me, this is my situation. I could turn up dead tomorrow. I mean, this thing, who knows what's going to happen. But right now, I'm going to eat these weird foods, and I'm going to kind of make light of my situation, of what's going on, and just feel really, really grateful that I am not in a hospital on a ventilator, separated from my friends and my family, ultimately with no way out. I'm in a very fortunate situation. If you're feeling bad, go get tested and get away from people. It's just one of those things. It's a precaution that you need to take, and it's not just for you, it's for everybody. It's for the people around you. Like right now, I feel fine other than a little bit of sniffle, and I kind of feel a little like there's a congestion thing going on this morning. It's not that severe. I feel fine. There's no fever, there's nothing. And it's, nothing for me to be able to want to go outside and go do something, but I know that I can't do that because, well, let's be responsible. So there's that PSA part of this video, and I wanted to make sure that I covered that, and I mean it. Guys, I know this wasn't all that exciting, just kind of giving you an update. Oh, hey, a little note from future me. I'm actually over editing this video right now, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this, and I'm so sorry. But I also want to thank my parents and my youngest son, Zach. Over the last couple of days, they have been beyond excellent, helping me out with everything that I need right now. Later today, they're going to be sending me over some stew. I'm not going to be able to taste it, I'm sure. But it's the thought it's going to be something nice and warm with this brutal weather that's coming down. But I want to say thank you for making all the runs and making sure that I want for not while I'm over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mom, Dad, Zach, you're awesome. Appreciate you, love you. All right, that's it. Now, back to the editing and back to our regular scheduled program. What did you think about the foods? Is there something else you want to see me try to eat? I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to go without my sense of taste. So, I don't know. I mean, all right, so I guess that wraps it up for this time. And yeah, let me know what you wanted to see. I'm just kind of throwing this together. The way that Gary spun this idea, it was like I was over the moon about this idea, and I really feel that I just undershot the way it was sold to me. He did a fantastic job of talking about this and everything, and I come back around, and the more I thought about it and try to spin it in with an update of kind of what's going on in my life, yeah, it just kind of, I think I just kind of fell flat. But you know what? Here it is. Here it is. I'm here. You're here. We're here. We're all in this together. All right, guys. I'm going to try to come up with something. Please let me know in the comments what you'd rather see. And I know that it's probably anything other than what I just put you through. But yeah, quick recap. The house, I said everything out of my dad's house has been sold. We're working on selling the house. I have a Harley, I have COVID, and travel plans are put off a little bit longer. International travel probably won't be until about April because there's a lot going on between now and then. All right, guys, that's it for me. And if you're still here, oh my gosh, you're a trooper. Thank you so much. Ana Kombrikum Busef, and let me know what you want to see, and I will show you that, and I will see you on the next one.